Pop culture, sports, current events, and everything else in the form of trivia questions.
That's right, Josh. Each week we hit you with 5 topics, and here's the catch: none of us know the answers ahead of time.
Not us, not our guest Raegan, not even you. So we're all in it together. We'll throw out our best guesses, debate a bit, and probably embarrass ourselves before revealing the correct answers.
And if any of us cheat, we're gonna get thrown in old alligator Alcatraz.
I mean, I really did not know what they were talking about originally. I thought that that was like some Floribama like
Like some kind of like
place.
alligator like sanctuary, like depopulation effort. I thought it was like
Yeah,
I thought it was not what it is when I first heard
yeah.
about it. I was like, oh, don't make such a big deal about it. And then I
And
was
then I
like,
saw the videos, and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't feel safe putting pet alligators there. It looks terrible. um,
yeah,
okay, well, we are doing this with the first question, and then we're going to introduce our guest. But everybody play along here. We're talking about 28 years later, which is that zombie flick that released in theaters to critical acclaim. The question is, what equipment, unconventional for a film setting, was used to shoot many of the movie's action scenes? You're our cinephile, Alan, you know?
I think I know the answer.
I think I do too. It's supposed to be a little easier out the gate. What about you, Reagan?
I don't know. I actually just rewatched the first two movies to prep for it,
Uh huh.
but I've been avoiding reading anything about it because I haven't gone to see it yet. So I
Mm.
didn't want to get spoiled. But it's unconventional to film. I don't know. I couldn't even guess.
Yeah. Well, because the first one, I know because it was done on the cheap, they made
Yeah,
London look empty by just getting out at dawn and going for it. The
Yeah.
correct answer here, Alan, I bet you know it. What
I
is it?
they filmed the movie with the iPhone 15, like the Max Pro.
Yep.
really.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did to emulate the camcorders they used for 28 Days Later. So yes, the correct answer
Yeah.
is iPhones.
iPhone.
iPhones. So no excuse, all you creatives out there. If you want to make a movie, apparently you can.
Exactly.
I saw behind the scenes they had like really insane like rigs that they were putting the phones on, and they even did some special effects where they had like a ring of phones around like certain scenes to capture the action. But
Okay, at what point are we truly taping on an iPhone then?
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah, they have a whole IMAX rig, but they just like tape the iPhone on top of it to be like, hey, we know which one or the other. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I
no
mean, if they had,
spoilers.
yeah,
Yeah, but the movie looks great.
it does. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you'd given a bunch of iPhones to 12-year-olds and sent them off, then I would have been impressed. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Some
no,
TikTok teens tape the
no
new 28 years
spoilers.
later.
Still professional set.
All the zombies are Apple geniuses. Oh yeah. Yeah. Reagan,
Kidfluencers.
thanks for coming on. Thanks for
Welcome.
sweating through the heat in your
Thanks for
lunch
having
break.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
What am I doing here? You asked me to be here. No, no. I'm here from Milwaukee. I met Josh doing shows, I think last summer, right? Last
Mm-hmm.
summer, last fall.
Yeah, you dropped
Here in
down to Racine.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're down in Racine. And now, yeah, now I'm just still chilling in Milwaukee doing comedy in Milwaukee. Alan, it's nice to meet you. I never met you before.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I'm from St. Louis originally, as I feel
Oh,
like comes
nice.
up every episode, but I've never been to Milwaukee.
St. Louis, would you still call that the Midwest, I think? Would you consider
Yes,
it Midwest? Okay,
yes,
yeah. Okay.
definitely. Yeah,
Although it's
no,
starting to get like maybe you'd just maybe call it like Southern, right? But
yeah, and like a lot of places, when you leave the city, you feel like you're in the South, but like
okay.
the South, I think, would never claim us, and sometimes other people in the Midwest are just like, "Are you with us?" And we consider ourselves Midwest for sure.
Wow, the geographic bisexuals of the Midwest and the
Exactly.
South. Love that.
Yeah, it's definitely more complicated there for us Oklahomans too. But
Sure.
yeah, well, Reagan, I'm so happy you could be here because you are one of my favorite proper Midwest comedians that is liable to be found at a supper club with some beer and cigarettes after the show.
Oh yeah.
Everybody out in Brooklyn all of a sudden is like, eating their raw tofu and cauliflower milk and like gave up
Yeah,
on
everybody's
the
getting so
life.
healthy. Yeah.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting
Boo.
sober and they're vaping. Whatever. Smoke cigarettes, grow up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This
If
is
you're
why the
gonna do a
left is
half
losing.
measure, you get some Zin and we're done. Okay.
I was about to say the
Exactly.
amount of spent zins you see on the ground
The
here.
Zinfidels, yes.
Yeah.
Do you play trivia at all?
I
Do you
do
usually
not.
play?
I don't really
No.
play trivia. No, I'm more of a sit and bitch kind of bar person
Mm-hmm.
versus expanding my mind.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah.
and you know to leave when the DIY karaoke comes on and find a different place.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
trivia environment is pretty fun. It's pretty like it can be pretty dirtbaggy, which I like, and
Mm,
it's usually in like the diviest of bars. So I always feel like at home in that situation.
fair. I did recently I did attend trivia once in the last like 6 months. I did a White Lotus trivia.
mm,
I think it's also fun when it's like something's like just being released and you can go out.
Yeah.
Although, are you guys White Lotus people? Did you guys watch that show?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
we lotused, yeah.
So the guy who was running it, he was like, "Oh, every team will get, or whatever team has the best name will get extra points." And he said, "And I like puns, so make sure that you go with a pun." And our team name, which I came up with, was La Razafam.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
he didn't know what I was talking about. We didn't win, and then nobody else did a pun. I was upset. And then I swore off of trivia for forever until today.
That's that's so
Lame.
frustrating. But
Yeah,
we do like a good
but
team
it's fun.
name here, and so we are the Laraza fam on this round as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah, why not? I feel like one of our first questions that we ever did on this pod was White Lotus.
hell yeah,
Probably.
great show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I really been talking to Charlie about filming White Lotus, Wisconsin Dells.
Oh
So
yeah, we have to.
I'll definitely get you in on that sketch. Um,
Nice.
yeah. Okay. Well, let's get some questions. Our first one is on the social media side of things. The Liver King was arrested after making online threats against Joe Rogan.
Tisk tisk.
I do not know anything about a Liver King, but you do not want to mess with the CrossFit King of Joe Rogan. So, question is, what did the Liver King add to his diet after being exposed for using steroids to gain muscle mass?
Okay, so he was on steroids and then can you
Yeah.
say that question again?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I know.
No, I want to
Well,
hear it.
listen, this is like if I don't know, but the Liver King
The
added
Liver King.
something to his diet after being exposed for using steroids to gain muscle. So,
I
maybe he's
Protein?
like, I can do it myself. I don't need any steroids. And
was his
so
whole
he's just like, yeah, whey
his
protein.
wasn't his whole thing? Is he the like raw meat guy? Like he eats a bunch of raw meat? I don't really know like
Oh,
what his thing
his
is.
shtick.
Yeah, do you?
I just figured he was like a paleo dude who's like so big on like caveman diet.
Yeah. So maybe I don't know.
I don't think you get to call yourself the Liver King if it's not about beer. Like that should be
Yeah.
about beer. The Liver
Yeah.
King of what? Give like how do you even? It doesn't sound like
Yes,
your liver's
I've
overcoming anything.
I've
It sounds like you're
expanded to
giving your body really
Chardonnay.
good food.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a great point. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what his thing is. I'm guessing like he eats. Yeah, like I'm guessing he like eats raw liver,
Like
Hmm.
protein. Yeah, protein.
and
Well,
that's
maybe he's like, and now I'm gonna get really like woo woo with it and try salmon or something. Like
he gets caught with steroids, so he's like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna start." I don't know. I'm gonna say crickets.
go
Cricket.
crickets.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good one. That's a good one. And weirdly, like something that you could try and be like, hey, give me cricket 15 for 15% off your first order of cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Feels like something Joe Rogan would sell. Yeah, crickets.
How
I
I
dare
would
you
guess
go
threaten
for
Joe?
some.
By the way, I wonder
I
why you
for
threatened him.
hmm You got a guess, Raegan?
I guess I'm gonna go So I'm guessing it has to be some kind of protein, but I don't know. I'm gonna say like bison. I'm gonna say like bison. Some weird, like a weird meat.
Yeah, a little venison or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go raw eggs because it just feels like classic Rocky prove it can work kind of style.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, Liver King, what you got? The correct
Cool Hand Liver
answer.
King.
The correct answer is vegetables. He
Whoever
What?
said,
thought it.
quote, "Vegetables and testicles, I can have it all." That is a quote from his Netflix documentary, as he is now a fine
Of
documentarian
course.
as well. Yes.
Do we know why he was
Yes.
mad at Joe Rogan?
No, we don't have the beef on the Liver King.
How dare you?
I feel like I've given the Liver King too much, uh, you know, FaceTime already. So, fuck this guy, and be nice to our podcast friends in the Manosphere.
Oh,
Speaking of
I'm
they
sorry. Now I'm
suffer.
just looking up why they were fighting.
Oh yeah, men's sports, men's basketball just recently ended. The OKC Thunder defeated the Pacers.
Yes.
Great series, um, and now we have no sports for a while, but there is some fun to be had, which is in this month we are getting the first NFL game. It is July 31st, the Hall of Fame game. And so that's all I'm going to be talking about in a month. But one more piece of love for OKC. The question is Oklahoma City is home to the world's largest marketplace for what?
Like
Largest marketplace.
largest marketplace
Yeah.
could
I would
be
say
like
cowboy boots.
I was gonna say like
oh,
leather, like boots.
Leatherman. Mm-hmm. Well, I
boots.
just remember Drysdale's. It was like Drysdale's, east, west, north, and western wear, or something like that. It was like there was a Walmart with a jingle that was just like cowboy stuff, and that was an Oklahoma brand. So,
There's a out in the like middle of Missouri where I used to be a camp counselor. There was a gas station that was called. I'm not gonna get the number
Lucky's.
right, but I want to say it was 10,000 guns. It was a
That's
gas
awesome.
station where you
Let's go.
they had a full liquor area, and then you'd go into the back room, and it was just like a giant gun store.
I like that. It's like Emporium's too complicated a word. Let's just throw it right there.
10,000 guns.
Give it. Yeah.
Gun Castle. No, we love that.
Have it your way.
Yeah. What do you mean there's a men's mental health crisis in this country?
Yeah.
Everything's great at Gun Castle.
Would you
No
like
hugs,
to?
just guns.
Would you like to supersize your order to with a silencer?
Nice.
Yeah. Extra mag
Oh.
value meal. Well,
But yeah,
good could be guns. Could be straight
could
up
be
just
gun.
like we
Oh, it could be guns.
Oh, it could be guns. I was gonna say I'm gonna go with jeans, like denim.
Mm,
denim.
Seems like
Wow.
very cowboy.
This is a dumb question. Denim's made out of cotton?
yes.
Okay.
No idea.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm going strong with boot. I'm just going to say boot.
Boot.
I'm gonna say leather.
Leather. Okay. The correct answer is kind of close. Cattle.
Cattle. I
Oh.
contemplated
Oklahoma
saying
National
cows. Oh,
Stockyards.
damn. Oh,
You can
okay,
buy
okay.
a lot of steer out there. That's that.
That's what we kind of all circled the
Yeah.
We
answer.
circled the wagon, most literally. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. All right. Well, we're jumping into a shots round. I don't know if you remember this part of Trivia, Raegan, but like a
Yo,
real
shots
trivia
round.
night. This is
Uh-huh.
your chance for the audience to shout out the answer in the comments. And if they're
Okay.
right, they just might win something special. And
Awesome.
then this one is going to be a good amount of dumps from Niemela Soup Dumplings. We'll get you a little starter pack of delicious dumps. And anybody can go using Josh15 to get 15% off their dump order of Niemela.
My favorite
Which your
Bible
friends are
verse.
Yeah.
Josh 15.
Yeah.
Thou shall enjoy some soupy dumps.
Hell yeah.
Do we have something from last week or the last episode that we need to answer?
Yeah, we took a week off. But last question was, what is the heaviest organ in the human body?
Oh, the skin?
That's correct.
Oh.
You would have, if you put that in the comments, we would have given you a year's supply of Spread the Love nut butter. It's peanut butter. It's good. Yeah.
My God.
You could have won a lot of nut butter.
A lot of nut butter for all my skin.
Yeah.
Okay, well this one's actually, I think people can get this one. What was America's first national park? You know, don't be asking ChatGPT though. You know, you put it in the comments. We're gonna give it in good faith. Don't answer that one, Raegan, because
I won't answer this. Sorry, was I supposed to answer the last one?
No, that one was good because
No.
that was from the last week. That's for
Okay.
for all 12 people still listening consistently. But moving on to our next question, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom recently broke off their engagement, ending their 9-year relationship.
Oh.
And Raegan, if I recall, you are a Lord of the Rings fan, so you probably paid attention to this particular relationship.
A little bit.
Yeah. So, in the opening to Katy Perry's current Lifetimes tour, an evil AI interface announces that it has stolen what?
Oh God.
Her heart.
See, I'm more on the Orlando Bloom side of this ship. It is stolen.
An evil AI has stolen.
What? In the Mission Impossible version of a concert in Vegas.
I'm gonna
She's
say,
yeah, go ahead.
it's stolen Katie's roar.
Mm.
No, you know, and then it's like a Tinkerbell thing, like help me get it back, audience.
Yeah.
Stolen the floss. That kid came from Katy Perry. That invented floss. That's
I randomly watched a video of that recently. That SNL performance.
Yeah.
That he came to.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna say like girl power. I don't know. She's very kind of like cringe millennial feminist right now. So.
Yeah. You are setting us back right now. You need to
little bit.
Okay.
Quick on to space, Katie.
Did you watch Orlando Bloom's new movie, by the way?
I did not. No.
I forgot he did that.
It's okay.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I think he's overdue to be in like the next True Detective or something, right? Like I want.
Yeah.
They're trying to bring back Woody Harrelson. They're trying to bring back Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey again for the next one. Yeah. But Orlando Bloom would be a great cast. Yeah.
You would. Don't bring them back.
I know, the first one was
leave
perfect.
It's perfect.
Leave it great.
Yeah.
Leave it.
Yeah.
Leave Carcosa alone. Okay. The answer to Katy Perry's opening tour theft is All the World's Butterflies.
I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna puke on Mike.
Who's buying tickets to this? Oh my God.
Oh man.
I mean, I would see Katy Perry in the Sphere for Sphere's sake, and I mean, I recognize her songs. It's not like, like people hate on Nickelback, but it would be much easier to hate on Katy Perry.
Yeah. No, we lost the plot, Katie. We lost the plot.
Butterflies.
All the World's Butterflies. Apparently, the concert is set in a video game world where Perry is half human, half robot. It also announces something, but Quizliz deleted that part.
Josh, I think my nose is bleeding from everything you're saying. Can you please stop?
Yeah, you're having an aneurysm roar. I'm sorry to hear that.
World's butterflies.
All the world's butterflies. You know, that's the real problem we got going on. And maybe that's a good segue into current events. We have here in New York, Zohran Mamdani is the new man of New York, new mayor, declared victory for the Democratic primary. So he actually technically has got to now run against Eric Adams and maybe Paperboy Prince and anybody else who gets on that for November.
I've seen Paperboy live a couple times.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait,
Uh,
the guy who ran wearing
yeah,
clown makeup?
he has like a almost like a storefront in like on the Bushwick Bed-Stuy border.
Okay.
And he was out a lot during the protests in 2020 that summer. A lot of energy.
Okay. So my understanding is you did not see him like he performed or something. You've just seen him around the block. You didn't like
Yeah,
go,
I
hey,
guess
I'm gonna go see Paperboy.
I saw him in person.
Okay. Now you
Working
gotta
a
be
crowd.
honest. You don't have to tell me how you voted, but did you rank Paperboy in your 5 ranked choice mayoral candidates? Wow. Oh my gosh, you heard it here first. That's amazing. That is amazing. Well,
It's just name recognition, right? That's all you need.
You got it. You gave Paperboy some love. That's amazing. That is amazing. Well, the question on Zoran, who has swept the internet afire and like doubled the turnout, like just got people excited because clearly folks are not necessarily satisfied with status quo. Certainly not status quo.
And people have been really normal when talking about him, and I feel like the reaction to his win has been
totally measured, not
Very.
trying to magically un-American him. That's fun. Because newsflash, a man named Zoran Mamdani is brown. So, what was Mamdani's first job out of college that inspired him to run for office? Intern for Osama bin Laden, according to True Social. Halal truck.
No.
Not racist, actually. I just remember him doing a video in one of them, but
butterfly catcher.
yeah. We got a rat catcher here in New York, so maybe a butterfly catcher would be nice. Yeah.
He was a rapper, right? Like he'd had a little music career.
Yes.
Did he not?
Yeah,
He did a rap
Yeah.
about his nanny.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got that riz for a reason.
I'm gonna say open mic comedian. No.
Yes. And one step below is host of a trivia night. That was just.
Was that directed at me?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was just you.
I host trivia, Raegan.
Oh no, Alan. Brutal.
I would say if we're trying to break down like the question, it's a job out of college, so it doesn't have to just be like waiter, Uber, whatever, that inspired him to run for office. So like, what is a job that narratively serves the let's make everything more affordable, let's freeze the rent, let's what else is big on his platform? Supermarkets? I don't know, maybe he worked at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, Food Bazaar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could he have been like a campaign, like a campaign knocking on doors? What do they call? They got college students doing that a lot when you go. Canvasser, yeah. I'm gonna say canvasser.
Could be a canvasser. But he also did come from a bit of privilege. That's what they knock him for. So
okay.
he didn't need to get that, $8 an hour.
How old is he, by the way?
I think he's like 32, 33.
Okay.
He's solidly millennial. Yeah.
So out of college in like 2012?
Post-recession.
12?
Probably in Obama first term. We're talking like you just started your Instagram.
No, probably
account.
second term, I would think.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, either way.
Gangnam Style was out. That's where we're at. That's where I measure it.
That's how we mark the passage of time.
Yeah.
Pre and post Gangnam Style.
Yes. BGS.
But after Fly Like a G6.
Indeed. We were still G5ing in that era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you have any other guesses? Throw it out. Forever hold your peace signs.
I'll go. No, not an Uber driver, especially if he comes from privilege. I don't know.
The correct answer, Mamdani's first job, was a housing foreclosure prevention counselor in Queens.
Oh,
The
a
affordable
super
housing
easy
thing.
title.
Yes.
How could we not have
everyone
guessed?
guesses that. I would have accepted nonprofit. I don't know.
Nonprofit, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking like social worker, but like you need a master's, so
Oh, really? I
Yep.
feel like
to be a social worker? Oh yeah.
what does a sociology major do then? Like out of college? If you
I don't think
get
you.
more education.
Well, I guess you can probably work in social work, but I know to get like to be the full case
I see.
This is
worker,
what
you
my wife
eventually gotta get
does,
it.
and she
Yeah.
did her master's and got her LCSW.
Say some more letters. Yeah,
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. So they do incredibly valuable work for not a lot of pay, and you're telling me
Yeah.
that they are required to get a second degree in order to do that properly, which makes sense because it's a hard job.
Pretty much.
Cool.
Shocker.
Yes. Well, good thing we don't need college anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
Those were the questions. We did okay. You know, there were some tough ones.
Those are some tough ones.
Those were some tough ones. But now we get into the lightning round that is specific to Raegan's zone of expertise,
Awesome.
which is name that baked good.
Awesome.
Whet your appetite with these questions. They will get progressively a little harder, but a circular treat that can be glazed or frosted, often with a hole in the middle, is called
Donut.
Great.
What's going on?
We have level set.
You guys did research for this?
Yes, yeah. Quizlet is really stumping you here.
Just,
Okay.
You hit up a quick trip in Wisconsin? Okay.
So glazes. Okay, so now
Yeah.
round 2.
Okay.
Name that baked good that combines layer of phyllo dough and chopped nuts with a sweet syrup.
Phyllo dough and chopped nuts
Mm-hmm.
with a sweet syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
I thought that was Alan.
No.
Sorry, I was approaching.
Phyllo. Is it baklava?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Nice. You're so
Mm.
cultured now. And those are delicious.
Really
There's
good.
never-
Yeah.
You're never gonna get me like a hero and then that little square of baklava, and I'm not gonna like want that little guy.
Oh yeah. No.
But I can't. I've never been like jonesing for baklava. Okay, well this one is the fusion that I'm happy to offer you as a Tolkien fangirl.
Okay.
A Hobbit's favorite baked good is
Lemon bread? No, it can't be that. A Hobbit's favorite baked good. Oh man.
Well,
I don't know.
You can bake potatoes.
oh,
I guess it's
No,
not
we're
baked
just
good,
making
though.
quotes.
maybe for second dinner.
Yeah.
But,
I think
Okay.
you stumped me on this one. I genuinely don't know.
wow. Okay. Well, a Hobbit's favorite pastry is seed cake.
Seed cake. Okay.
Seed cake made with caraway seeds.
This is like from the depths of the Cimmerillion, whatever. No, okay.
Exactly. You don't know, Josh 15, page 472? Yes.
Nice.
No. Okay, and then the last one is square bars from Canada with a coconut graham crust, custard center, and chocolate top.
From Canada.
Yeah. I will say if you're
Coconut
not
in Canada
Canadian,
is
you will pick on
crazy.
this, probably.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Coconut graham crust, custard, chocolate top.
I don't know this one. No. Shoot.
That's fair.
Um,
I can't even
cus-
pronounce it.
Yeah, you can't pronounce it. Yeah, what is it? What is
It's
it?
a Canadian stumper.
That's what it's called.
Nanaimo bars.
Oh,
Or
oh, Nanaimo bars.
oh, you
Okay,
know
shoot.
Nanaimo bars.
You've heard of them?
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah. I guess I feel like that's not something I would think of baking. Like I would think you could go like out something, but yeah, of course you could bake it. I don't know, but just like something that you could go buy.
Hmm.
Why have I heard of that though? I've never even been to Canada.
Yeah.
I'm from really close to Canada,
I
but
was
I've
gonna
actually
say
never
you're
been
like
there.
really close,
No,
right?
so that's the thing. When I
I'm,
got to Madison, I thought, oh, we're gonna go right up there, like like fucking Ashton Kutcher in '70s show or something. I'm like, there is a
oh no,
whole
Madison.
lake protecting you
Yeah,
from getting up to Canada.
yeah,
If you're
Oh,
in
and
but
like
when
a
we
good
Detroit,
figure out how to
6 hours.
cross it, they're done. They're
it
done
is
for.
frozen for a lot of the year. But yeah, no. Yeah, I'm surprised at the lack of Canadian influence or back and forth in Wisconsin, actually.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, that's the game. I hope you're hungry now, and
I am
enjoy.
How do you think? How did we do?
Blazer?
pretty good. You
We did all
guys,
right.
how did you guys do it? No, this was
No, all
awesome.
of us, all of us.
Oh,
As a
collectively, I
Lorazepam.
think we crushed it.
Nope.
Yeah, as a
As-
as a Lorazepam, I could pass out.
Pass out
I could
happy.
I could drink a glass of wine and pass out.
I could use an unlimited bottle of lorazepam right now. That just
I know.
doesn't seem to run out ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need one because I have to go back to work. No.
That's fair. Yeah, we're trying this
Yeah.
afternooner version. I'm still having my afternooner presidente, but
Nice.
yeah, thank you so much for coming, Raegan. And
Thanks for having me, guys.
What
Yeah.
are you getting into? You got any big shows coming up or
Anything to plug?
yeah?
A little bit of a break in the summer, but just follow me, Raegan Niemela, RaeganNiemela on Instagram. Sorry, my name sucks, but just follow me on Instagram and I post about everything.
Absolutely.
Nice. Thank you again for being here. Great to meet you.
Thanks for having me. This was awesome. Thanks for rescheduling, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the afternoon version of Trivial Show, everybody. Make sure to like, and Raegan, you can do this too. You can make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Don't ever comment wherever you choose to podcast. I'm just kidding. Comment. Let us know what you think about our new mayor candidate. Thank you to Connor Linnerth for the clips, as
Yeah,
always,
Linnerth,
and
shout it out.
our trivia director, Quiz Liz, and thank you, the listener. See you later this summer, as I think we're also maybe taking a little bit of a break.
Yeah, we'll take a couple weeks off
We'll
because
take a couple weeks.
I'm sweating here. Like I had to turn off the AC, and I'm just like schwitzing. I can't.
Yeah.
Anyway, until then, question everything.
Happy
Thanks for
triviaing.
Yeah. Cheers, Tim.
Try that one out.
Yeah.